Hello everyone, my name is Dvijen Tripathi and I welcome you all in the second lecture of two-port networks here. Today we are going to start with the topic relationships between parameters. Okay, as we have already discussed the 6 parameters of two-port network in the previous lecture, we are going to start with this topic. Okay, now first of all, we will see the relationship between Z and Y parameter. That means impedance parameter and admittance parameter. Okay, take the equations of Z parameter and Y parameter here. You can write for Z parameter V1 V2 is equal to Z11 Z12 Z21 Z22 I1 I2. Okay, and for Y parameter you can write I1 I2 is equal to y11, y12, y21, y22 and v1, v2. Okay. Now you can see with just a minor modification you can get the relationship between z and y parameter. How? Let us see. Take this z matrix here. What it will be now? It will be equal to z11, z12, z21, z22 inverse v1 v2 is equal to I1 I2. Okay, but from this equation, from this y parameter equation, you can understand that I1 I2 is equal to this. Okay, so equate with this because this is also equal to I1 I2, so we can equate with this. Okay, now we can write Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 inverse V1 V2 is equal to Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22, V1 V2. V1 V2 are the same, so we can write Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 inverse is equal to y11, y12, y21, y22, or simply you can write y is equal to z inverse, right? So this is the relationship between z and y parameters, right? Now, if you want to have this y11, y12, y21, y22, you want to know the value of these separately, the relationship between this and y and z parameters separately for each and every parameter, then you can do one thing. Take the inverse of z parameter, z11, z12, z21, z22 inverse. What is inverse of this? Adjoint matrix of Z divided by determinant. Okay, what is adjoint matrix? See, for adjoint matrix of 2 cross 2 matrix, what we can do? We can just interchange these two and change the sign of these two. Okay, so we can write adjoint Z like Z22, Z11 minus Z21 and minus Z12. Okay, divided by determinant of the matrix Z11, Z22 minus Z12, Z21. We can simply say that this is delta. Okay, it will be convenient for us. So we can write, take this as delta, the denominator take it delta or delta Z, write it delta Z. Okay, so we can write Z22 Z minus Z12 minus Z21 Z11 matrix divided by delta Z, or as you know this is equal to what? Y matrix. So Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22, you can write y11 is equal to z22 divided by delta Z. Take this inside this matrix. Y12 is equal to minus z12 divided by delta Z. y21 is equal to minus z21 divided by delta z, and y22 is equal to z11 by delta z. So you got all the y parameters here, y11, y12, y21 and y22 in the form of z parameter. You got the relation like this. Okay. Let us move further and see one. Now suppose we want to know the relationship between z and h parameter, that is impedance and hybrid parameter. First of all, we have to write the equations for both of them. So for z parameter we can write v1, v2 function of I1, I2, I1, I2. Okay. Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. And for H parameter, we can write V1, I2 is function of I1, V2, I1, V2, that is H11 here, H12, H21, H22. Okay. Now, see, you want to have H parameter from Z parameter, suppose. Then what you want to have? You want to have V1 as a function of I1 and V2. In Z parameter equation, you are getting V1 as a function of I1 and I2. We don't want I2 here. We want V2 here. So take I2 from this equation and put it here, and you will get the desired result. See, if you put I2 from here to here, you can write V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, you can write V2 minus Z21 I1 divided by Z22. Okay. Again, further you can write V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 divided by Z22 V2 minus Z12 Z21 divided by Z22 I1. Take I1 common from here and you will get Y1 is equal to Z11 Z22, okay, minus Z12 Z21 divided by Z22 I1 plus Z12 divided by Z22 V2. Now V1 is expressed as a function of I1 and V2. So here you can see, if this is the equation, I1 and V2 seem to be independent variable, and here in H parameters first equation you can see V1 is function of I1 and V2 here, like this only. So we can compare both of them and get the value of H11 H and H12. First of all, see, Z11 Z22 minus Z12 Z21 can be written as delta Z or determinant of Z matrix. Okay, so it will be convenient for us if we'll write like this: delta Z divided by Z22 I1 plus Z12 divided by Z22 V2, right? So from here we can say H11 is equal to delta Z divided by Z22, and H12 is equal to Z12 divided by Z22. Okay. Now see the second equation. In second equation, V2 is function of I1, I2. But here in this second equation, we want what? I2 as a function of I1 and V2. I2, I1 and V2 all are present in this equation. Just by minor modification, we can get the relation. How? Put one side take I2 and other side take I1 and V2, you will get the relationship. So from this second equation of Z parameter, we can write I2 is equal to V2 minus Z21 I1 divided by Z22. Okay, so we can write this I2 is equal to minus Z21 divided by Z22 I1 plus 1 by Z22, okay, 1 by Z22, 1 by Z22 V2. Okay. Now you can clearly understand from here that if you compare this equation and this second equation of h parameter, you can get h21 is equal to minus z21 divided by z22, and h22 is equal to 1 by z22. So now we got the relationship between h and z parameter also. Okay, so like this, for any parameter with some modification in the equations, you can change the dependency of the variables. Like independent variable you can choose, and you can get the relationship between the parameters, various parameters. Okay, so there are 6 parameters, and if we are going for each and every combination, it will take time. So I'm just showing you the list of the relationship between these all 6 parameters. You can have a snapshot of that. Either if you have the book, you have the availability of book, then you can see the what is the relationship. You can derive also. If you have any problem, you can ask. Okay, I'm just showing here this list which is having all 6 parameter and the relation between them. Okay, you can derive it like we have derived for zy parameter and zh parameter. Okay, you can take the snapshot of it. Okay, now let us move further, and the topic now we are going to discuss is interconnection of networks. Okay, interconnection of networks. See, there can be interconnections of the two-port network. Two-port network can be interconnected in different ways, and for each interconnection we can derive any parameter which we have discussed. We can derive any parameter. We can have all the parameters of, sometimes all the parameters, sometimes some of them. Okay, but for some interconnection, some special interconnection, some parameters are advantageous to use because they're very convenient and very easy to understand and use here. So we are talking about those only. Okay, so we will see 3 types of connection. First one is series connection. Okay, we will see series connection. Then we see parallel connection. We can have combination of this also, like we can have series parallel and parallel series, and one is cascaded networks. Okay, we'll see these combination. First of all, we'll see the series combination. Okay, we are going to see series interconnection of networks. See, what is the meaning of series interconnection of the networks? See here, suppose this is network A and this is network B. These are two-port networks. Okay, so we have to make 2 ports. Here are 2 ports like this. Okay, here the current will be I1A, here I2A, here V1A, and here V2A. Similarly, here we can have V1B, I1B, I2B, and V2B. See, we want to connect these two network in series. Okay, we want to connect these two network in series, and you know, in a series connection, current must be same in two elements. Like that only, if 2 ports are connected in series, at any port current will be same. Suppose this is first port, this is port 1, and this is port 2. Okay, port 1 will have same current throughout its structure. Okay, see here, if suppose this is V1 and this is I1, complete V1 yani the whole V1 is here, and I1 complete first port network is current is here. Okay, so we can have I1 must be equal to this I1 also, this I1 must be here also. Okay, so, and also this is equal to I1A. You can see this is equal to I1A, this is equal to, now I1A will be equal to the current here. Okay, and to reach here, this current must come from here to here. Okay, so we can connect it. Now from in port 1, the current is same throughout the port. Okay, I1 is equal to I1A, again here I1B, and finally again I1. Okay, so for this series connection, we have to connect it like this. Similarly for port 2 also, we can connect it like this. Okay, and we can say it is V2 and this is I2. I2 will come here also. Got it? Now there are some relations here that we have to write first. Like, first of all, give the polarity of voltages here, plus minus. Now see, relation first, V1 is equal to V1A, okay, V1A plus V1B. It is right, V1A plus V1B is equal to V1. Second thing is I1 is equal to I1A, and that is also equal to I1B. Similarly, third equation is V2 is equal to V2A plus V2B, and fourth thing is I2 is equal to I2A is equal to I2B here. Okay, so when two networks are connected in series, if we use Z parameter, impedance parameter, it will be very convenient for us to characterize the whole network. Okay, so see, what is Z parameter? In Z parameter you can write V1 V2 function of I1 I2. Okay, here you can write Z11 Z12 Z21 Z22. Okay, if you are talking about network A, then just you have to put A everywhere like this, subscripts A A A A A, put A everywhere, then this will become Z parameter equation for network A. Similarly for network B you can write for network B also. Okay, Z11 Z12 Z21 Z22, put B everywhere, B B B B B B B everywhere. Okay, now see, equation number 1 2 3 4. Okay, now see, take this first equation that we have written here, first condition. So from first condition, V1 is equal to V1A plus V1B. Okay, we can write it. Take V1 and V1A and V1B from here, and you can write Z11A. I1A is equal to I1, so we need not to write I1A here, just write I1 plus Z12A. I2A is again equal to I2, you need not to write I2A, write I2. This plus now V1B, Z11B, okay, I1B you need not to write, you just write I1 here, plus Z12B, I2 again, I2B is equal to I2. So we got this. Now take I1 I2 common, then you will get Z11A plus Z11B I1 plus Z12A plus Z12B I2. This is equal to V1. Now you can see Z11A plus Z11B, simply the addition of Z11 of for both the networks. And here also Z12A plus Z12B, simply the addition of Z12 for both the networks. Okay, you are getting V1 I as a function of I1 and I2. You can say this is the complete Z11 for the whole network combination, and this is Z12 for the whole network combination. Similarly you found this, you can also get V2 is equal to Z21A plus Z21B I1 plus Z22A plus Z22B I2. Again, this whole term will become Z22, complete Z22, and here Z21. So you can see that all the Z parameters are adding up here for network A and network B. To get the complete Z parameter, you have to just add it separately. All the parameters will add up separately. So we can write here that Z parameter here will be equal to Z11A plus Z11B, Z12A plus Z12B, Z21A plus Z21B, and Z22A plus Z22B. Or you can simply write Z equal to ZA plus ZB. Okay, simply add the Z parameters of both the networks if they are connected in series, and you will get the whole Z parameter, the parameter Z for the whole network. Okay, so you can see it is very convenient for us. If we know the Z parameters of A and B networks, then we can easily get the complete Z parameters. So that's why we have chosen Z parameter when the networks are connected in series. Now see what will happen if the networks are connected in parallel. See, network A, network B, two ports like this. Okay, two port like this. Now write first the current and voltage I1A, I2A, V1A, V2A, V1B, V2B, I1B, I2B. Now we have to connect them in parallel. If you want to connect them parallel, the voltages at one port must be same. So for that you can connect it like this. See. Okay. This is V1, this is I1. See, V1 is coming here also, and V1 is coming here also. So V1 will be equal to V1A and V1B. So we can say that this connection is in parallel. Similarly you can make here also. So you can draw like this, and here it will be V2. This will be I2, right? Right. Here you can have the conditions of V1 is equal to V1A is equal to V1B. You can see. Okay. Second thing, I1 is dividing into I1A and I1B. You can see from here, I1 is equal to I1A plus I1B. Again, third condition is V2 is equal to V2A plus is equal to V2B. And fourth one is I2 is equal to I2A plus I2B. So as we have discussed already for series networks, these kind of conditions we were getting there also, but the difference is there current was same and voltages were adding up. Here it is just opposite, voltages are same and current is adding up. You can write the y parameters here, equations for y parameter here, where I1 I2 will be function of V1 and V2. Okay, you can write the equation, y11, y12, y21, y22. You can write these equations, and you will get if you just put A here and B here and just add these equations, you will get I1A plus I1B. You will get I1 if you are adding and just following the similar pattern we have followed in the Z parameter. What you will get, you will finally get y is equal to ya plus YB. So when these two port networks are connected in parallel, we will add just Y parameters of both the networks and we will get the Y parameter for the whole network, complete network. Just like in series connection, we got for Z parameter. Okay, this is for parallel connection. Moving further, if suppose networks are connected in series parallel, network A and network B. Suppose they are connected in series parallel combination. What is series parallel combination? See, V1 A, I1A, I2A, V2A, V1B, V2B, I1B, I1B and I2B. Okay, we are talking about series parallel combination. Series parallel. What is this? Series parallel. Okay, in series parallel combination, at port 1 we will have series connection and at port 2 we will have parallel connection. How? For series connection we know we have to connect this and this like that. We have done in Z parameter case of series connection. Okay. V1 I1 now connect it in parallel like this. We have done for parallel connection. Okay, this is V2, this is I2 and other things are same. Here you can write conditions that V1 is equal to V1A plus V1B. Second, I1 is equal to I1A and that is also equal to I1B. Third thing, V2 is equal to V2A is equal to V2B because these two networks are parallel here. And fourth one is I2 is equal to I2A plus I2B. See, here if you will see, then H parameter will be very convenient for us to use. How? In H parameter we know that V1 I2 will be function of I1 V2. Okay, so we can write H11, H12, H21, H22. Okay, for A we can write, you can write A everywhere like A, 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 put A everywhere here. Similarly for B you can have, you can write like this, put B everywhere. Okay, you can put B everywhere. Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, equation 4. Okay, now you have to find out what will be the complete H parameter for this network. Complete H parameter, that means V1 is equal to what? V1 which must be a function of I1 I2 and I2 also must be the function of I1 and V2. Start from V1A. Take take one thing, V1 is equal to V1A plus V1B, you know, from this first condition. Okay, from this first condition, take V1A and V1B, take V1A and V1B, add those two equations, you will get H11A I1A. I1A is nothing but I1 plus H12A V2A. V2A is nothing but V2. Okay. Similarly, from this equation, V1B is equal to H11B I1B, again I1B is I1 from this condition, and H12B V2B which is equal to V2 from this third condition. Okay. Now take common, you will get H11A plus H11B I1 plus H12A plus H21 sorry A12B V2. Okay, if you compare with the standard H parameter equation, you can say this is H11 and this is H12. Similarly, you can get V I2 is equal to, you can get I2 is equal to H21A plus H21B H21B I1 plus H22A plus H22B V2. So you can write, if connection of network A and network B is such that it is connected in series parallel, that means port 1 in series and port 2 in parallel, we can say that complete H parameter is just addition of separate H parameter of both the networks. Okay, this is for series parallel connection. Okay, series parallel connection. Now similarly, if the connection is parallel series, okay, you will get G parameter, that is inverse hybrid parameter, is adding up, that is GA plus GB, right? You will get this also, right? Now moving further, you can find it like you have find H parameter only. Okay, now moving further, we will have discussion on cascade connection. In cascade connection, two networks are connected back to back. See how? Suppose there are two networks, network A and network B, like this. This two port network, make two ports like this. Okay, now you can give the names V1A, I1A, I2A, V2A. Similarly, V1B, I1B. Okay, and I2B, V2B, like this. In cascaded connection, they are connected back to back, so we will connect it like this. Okay, and finally the ports will be this V1, I1, and here V2, I2. Okay, see, for network A, if you take ABCD parameters here, then it is very convenient to characterize these network. Okay, see, NA, for network A, you can write V1, I1 is equal to ABCD V2 I2, but it is ABCD parameters are transmission parameter, so we take minus I2 here, as we have discussed in the previous lectures. Okay, so we have to take minus I2 here. Okay, and put A everywhere to denote that this is for network A, like this. Similarly, for network B, you can write V1 I1 function of V2 I2 minus I2 A B C D. This must be put B everywhere, B everywhere. Okay, now see, V1A and I1A. You can see here V1A is equal to V1. See, okay, V1A and V1 are equal. Similarly, I1A is also equal to I1. I1A is also equal to I1. So we can write V1 I1 V1 I1 is equal to AA CADA. Now V2A minus I2A. V2A is equal to V1B, and I2A minus I2A is equal to I1B. You can see here from this portion of the network, you can see V2A is equal to V1B, and I2A minus means minus I2A is equal to I1B. Okay, so this is nothing but this matrix. So we can replace it with this term also, because again I am writing here V2A is equal to V1B and minus I2A is equal to I1B. You can see in the network. Okay, so we are putting this here, okay, in place of V2A minus I2A. Then we can get AB, BB, CB, DB, V2B, which is nothing but V2B is equal to V2 only, so no need to write B here. V2 and minus I2B. Minus I2B is nothing but minus I2. I2B is equal to I2. So in place of minus I2B, we can write minus I2 here. So this is V1 I1, this is V2 minus I2. In between, this will act as a complete ABCD parameter. Okay, so we can write in cascaded connection, okay, A, B, C, D, okay, or simply the transmission parameters will be equal to AA, BA, CADA multiplied by AB, BB, CB and DB, or you can write T is equal to TA multiplied by TB. Okay, so we can easily calculate ABCD or transmission parameter if we know separately for the networks which are connected in cascade the transmission parameters. Okay, so what we have discussed today, we have discussed the relationship between various parameters, we have discussed the interconnection of the networks also, and what are the convenient parameter to express it. Okay, so we are completed with our theoretical discussion of two-port network. We will see numerical problems related to two-port networks with some previous year gate questions also in the next lecture. Thank you very much.